To see how Marcus Allen performs for the Raiders. He is the key to the offensive attack of the Raiders. He puts everything together in its right place. And I say it's going to be interesting because Marcus is from Southern California, and this is definitely not Southern California weather.
For the Kansas City Chiefs a year ago, they were one of the best teams defensively against the running game, but they've had some problems this year.
Yes, last year, Art Still and Mike Bell, the defensive ends for the Chiefs, had great years. They are not having great years right now. As a matter of fact, both of them are not up to par. They're both injured. Still has a foot problem and a groin injury to Mike Bell.
All right, we're just about ready for the kickoff. Let's go out to the field. Kansas City Chiefs have won the toss. They'll be receiving. They have a record of 1-4, a 3-game losing streak. Marv Levy, their head coach. And this is the first time that Kansas City has been home in 12 weeks. Tom Flores, head coach of the Los Angeles Raiders. You are looking at the only man in Super Bowl history who has a Super Bowl ring as a player and as a head coach.
That's right. Remember the Kansas City Chiefs, Super Bowl IV. Tom Flores was on our ball club, and of course a couple of years ago as a head coach they defeated Philadelphia for the Super Bowl.
Chris Barr kicking off. Taking it at the 10-yard line is Anthony Hancock, the speedster, and they will wrap him up at about the 22-yard line. Van McElroy was down very quickly for the Raiders, and so Kansas City will go to work. As you look at their quarterback, Kansas City 23-yard line, first down. Al Dixon, the tight end, shows motion, and Delaney gets the call. He leans just across the 30-yard line. He'll pick up about 8, so it'll be second down and around 2.5, maybe 3 yards to go as Matt Millen and Howie Long make the tackle. Defensively, it is Long, Kinlaw, and Lyle Alzado, the front three. Of course, there'll be a lot of shifting with Hendricks, Millen, Nelson, and Martin, the linebackers. And a look at the secondary. Mark it second down and 3. Ball game just underway on a very cold day in Kansas City. Taking the pitches, Delaney looking for some room outside, and he's got the first down. Lyle Alzado with the tackle. Billy Jackson with the key block. That offensive line for Kansas City is Matt Herkenhoff, Brad Buddy, Jack Rudney, Tom Condon, and Charlie Getty.
Charlie Getty on that last play had a nice block, springing Delaney, giving him an opportunity to pick up that first down.
We'd like to welcome those of you that have been watching the Cleveland-Cincinnati game. Here is Kansas City, the Los Angeles Raiders, just underway. Kansas City with the ball, and that is Billy Jackson who gets the call. First down, Kansas City from the 36, a gain of 1 to the 30.
Spring Joe Delaney. Delaney is the key for the Chiefs. Marcus Allen the key for the Raiders.
Second down and 9, normally a passing down. Kansas City's first attempt to the air. There's a blitz coming, and the pass is complete. And they are going to call it complete just across the 45-yard line, almost to the 46, a gain of 9.
And we have, here you're taking a look at the line play here. Long is number 75. Charlie Getty blocking on him. From the outside, you see right there, Davis, number 36, the safety blitz, hit Fuller just as they threw the football, but the ball was complete. Also, Charlie, on that last play, Tom Condon and a defensive lineman.
That was Lyle Alzado, I believe.
Alzado, yes.
This is Charlie Jones, Lynn Dawson. Those of you who've been watching the Pittsburgh-Buffalo game, welcome to Kansas City as Joe Delaney carries for the Chiefs. First down, Kansas City on their own 46. Mark it for no gain. It'll be second and 10 as Lyle Alzado makes a stop. Kansas City took the opening kickoff as they won the toss. The return was to the 23-yard line by Anthony Hancock. And since then, they have moved now in 5 plays to the Chiefs' 46, and they look at a second and 10.
And you're also looking at a situation where they've got to throw the football. The last time they were in this situation, Fuller did complete the ball for a first down.
However, the passing attack of Kansas City has not been that outstanding.
Well, really, not much of anything has been outstanding for the Chiefs so far since the strike.
Fuller to throw. Incomplete. Throwing behind the intended receiver, who was Carlos Carson of LSU. Lester Hayes had the third down. 3 wide receivers are in. Fuller to throw. Sideline pattern is dropped. It is incomplete. Anthony Hancock, the intended receiver, and Lester Hayes had the coverage. This is Charlie Jones, Lynn Dawson. Again, we want to welcome those of you across the network that are joining us. We have no score here at Arrowhead Stadium between the Los Angeles Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs, with 11:22 time remaining in the first quarter. Jeff Gossett will be kicking for the Chiefs, and Greg Pruitt is the solo return man. So the Raiders with an opportunity to move on offense for the first time.
Los Angeles, Greg Pruitt.
Fair catch is signaled for at the 19-yard line. So the Raiders will take over on their own 19-yard line, first down. We've got a timeout, a 34-yard punt. No score. We'll be back to Arrowhead Stadium where it is cold in just a moment. Today's game is brought to you by Chevrolet. Chevrolet is USA 1, and USA 1 is taking charge. U.S. Armed Forces, it's a great place to start. And by Heineken. Come to think of it, I'll have a Heineken. Oakland on offense for the first time in the, I knew it, the Raiders, the Los Angeles Raiders. For the first time, and they take a straight shot up the middle with Kenny King, the fullback, the ball carrier. Let's look at the offensive set for the Los Angeles Raiders. Jim Plunkett's the quarterback, with Marcus Allen and Kenny King, the two running backs. The receivers, Cliff Branch, Malcolm Barnwell, and the tight end, Todd Christensen. Davis, Marsh, Dalby, Marvin, and Lawrence at offensive line. We may see a change at right tackle because Henry Lawrence has had some physical problems. If so, Art Shell will replace him. Gain of 4, second down and 6. Plunkett has pressure, and he is tripped up. Ken Kramer gets the sack.
Number 67, Art Still. We had mentioned prior to the ball game that he is a key to that defensive unit of the Chiefs, and here he is. You just mentioned Henry Lawrence. He is beaten right there by number 67, Art Shell. He gets a sack. That's just the 7th sack for the Chiefs so far, and this is the 6th ball game they've played. Art Still has not been playing up to par. He's not 100% because he has a bruised heel bone, but he looked up to par on that play.
Third down, 14. And the Raiders take more than 30 seconds, and that'll cost them 5 more yards, and will bring them
a fine year.
Calvin Muhammad in for the Raiders as a wide receiver. King comes out. Marcus Allen, the remaining back. And it is Marcus Allen on a draw to the 13-yard line. So before down at about 16, Mike Bell got him, and that means that the Raiders will be kicking.
Marcus Allen was stopped on that play, but he has been the man that has put the go in the offense for the Los Angeles Raiders. He is simply an outstanding football player.
To Anthony Hancock. Pressure is on. He barely gets it off. Lloyd Burroughs almost got to the football, and Hancock lets it roll out of bounds and around the Kansas City 42-yard line. So for the second time, the Chiefs will be moving on offense. As you can see, Lloyd Burroughs, number 34. Did he get a piece of it? No, but he almost did. We'll be back.
Gates.
Kansas City, first down, their own 42-yard line. No score. Fuller has protection. Scrambles, throws a wobbly pass. That is incomplete. Al Dixon was the first man that have an opportunity at it. And then number 43, Billy Jackson, almost took the rebound.
Charlie, a lot of surprises. Buffalo shutting out Pittsburgh 13-0 in Buffalo this afternoon. Washington defeating St. Louis 12-7. It was not a good throw.
Fuller has completed 1 of 4 for 9 yards passing. Second down. Marshall in motion. Has protection, far side, he's there, tight end. Al Dixon, out of bounds, first down.
The last pass he threw to Dixon was not a good throw. That was an excellent throw. Right on the money. Right in stride, catching the ball just before he gets out of bounds. There it is, in between the defensive back and behind the linebacker. That's that area. They're talking about the seam or the zone in a pass defense that you're looking for. It's behind the linebackers and in front of the defensive backs. Other zones or seams are between, say, two linebackers or between two defensive backs.
Gain of 13, first down at the Raider 45-yard line. Dixon in motion, the tight end. The give is to Joe Delaney. Delaney has a couple of yards to the 43. It'll be 2nd and 8. Ted Hendricks with the tackle, along with Reggie Kinlaw.
For the Raiders against the run, they've done very, very well so far this year. They're giving up less than 100 yards per game. They're giving up 82 yards, I think, per game against the run. They've had their problems defending against the pass.
They've been giving up an average of 262 yards.
I'd say that's a lot of problems against the pass. Kansas City, on the other hand, they like to establish the ground game. They like to run with the football.
2nd and 8. Raiders got back. There's no flag. Delaney gets the call. They lose a yard. Lyle Alzado was there, number 77. And Reggie Kinlaw, the middle guard, number 62.
Much room, but he's got to have some.
Loss of a yard, 3rd down 9, Raiders 44. 3 wide receivers, Stan Rome, Anthony Hancock, and Carlos Carson in the ball game. Fuller up the middle, throws, pulled down. Good catch. Stan Rome pulled it in at the 28-yard line of Los Angeles, a gain of 16. Rod Martin with the tackle.
Charlie, I don't know if he was throwing the ball to him. Stan went up in the air. Also downfield was Anthony Hancock. He's moved out of the pocket once again. I think he does this very well. But he's throwing the ball. You can see right there, 82 was Anthony Hancock. I'm sure that Fuller will never admit to the fact that he wasn't throwing it to Stan Rome. I know I would, because he came up with the ball. But a nice catch by Stan Rome, giving the Chiefs another first down.
Rome at 6'5", 210 pounds, played his collegiate ball at Clemson. First down at the 28. Quick outside throw to Marshall. Marshall's past one Raider and then is out of bounds. Lester Hayes and Ted Hendricks.
Stick him on his hands and let Marshall get by. 18-yard line of Los Angeles. First down, Kansas City. No score. 6:47 left to go in the first. Delaney again inside. And a gain of 2 yards to the 16. It's 2nd and 8. Bob Nelson, one of the inside linebackers, makes the tackle. They were pinching down. The Raiders were pinching down on that play. Number 77, Lyle Alzado. He's got a game on. He's coming down the middle. He actually overshoots the play, but that was his responsibility. Matt Herkenhoff, number 60, he was supposed to knock him out. But since Alzado came down the line of scrimmage, the only thing that Matt could do is just push him beyond the hole. Didn't push him far enough. They only came up with 2 yards. But they are in scoring territory right now.
8th play of the drive. This started at the Chiefs' 42-yard line. 2nd and 8. Delaney tries to get outside, and he cannot. Bob Nelson was there. Rod Martin and Matt Millen also had a hand in the play.
Ted Hendricks, number 83. He's been an outstanding player for many years. Here he is. He's coming. He's blitzing. The linebacker inside is also coming. Brad Buddy does get just a piece of him to knock Hendricks out of the way. But it changed the way that Delaney wanted to run. He wanted to go outside. Ted Hendricks prevented him from going outside. Then he had to go back inside, and that's when the pursuit came. Matt Millen, number 55, making the stop.
Loss of a yard to the 17. 3rd down 9.
3 wide receivers in Kansas City.
Give them 4 now. It's Marshall, Hancock, Rome, and Carson. James Hadnot, the remaining back. He's there to block. Over the middle, it is incomplete. Off of the hip of Henry Marshall.
You can see Henry thinks he should have had that ball. It would have been not an easy catch. The ball was thrown behind him somewhat. But he's having a fine year.
On the attempt.
This is his territory, Charlie. He's deadly. Inside the 40.
He only has 3 misses, and they've all been outside of 50 yards away. He's got it from 35 yards out. So Kansas City moving out in front of the Los Angeles Raiders. It is 3-0. We'll be back in a moment. At the beginning of the ballgame.
Well, it really is. They have really been down because they've been criticized. Even the coach has been criticized because they haven't done much offensively or defensively. Defensively, they did fine. The first time that the Raiders had the ball, it was 3 and out, and they've moved the ball offensively the 2 times that they've had.
Nick Lowry, who just tacked on the 3 points, kicking off. Cleve Montgomery. Montgomery on the return. Lynn?
Cleve Montgomery.
Cleotha at one time. He's changed his name 3 times. It went from Cleotha to Cleo, now to Clee. But however you spell it, he's an outstanding return man. Talking to Al Davis, he said one of the reasons that he got Montgomery and Chandler and Pruitt is because they have played games in very cold weather. Talking about Cleveland, Cincinnati, and Buffalo. And he says somehow they always seem to have the last couple of games in cold weather.
Second back through is Marcus Allen. Lead blocker is Kenny King. From the 24-yard line, Thomas Howard making the defensive play.
You know, we mentioned prior to the ball game, it's interesting to see how that man, number 32, Marcus Allen, performs in cold weather because he is from Southern Cal. He went to USC. He's from San Diego area.
Quarterback at Lincoln High School.
That's right, and he
can throw the ball.
That he hasn't played really in cold weather, and the season in the collegiate level is over by this time.
2nd and 5 from the 29. Plunkett throws, knocked away. Malcolm Barnwell, the intended receiver, he was coming back to help out, and Gary Green came right with it.
Gary Green, I said, who did an outstanding job so far this year. It's another indication there. They feel he can play one-on-one with anybody. 99s, Mike Bell. Bell has to get penetration, so does 67 Art Still, but all the time in the world right there for number 16, Jim Plunkett, to get rid of the football. That is not, Charlie, not putting a lot of heat on the quarterback.
Plunkett's first pass attempt is incomplete. 3rd down and 5, 29-yard line. Chiefs now with a 4-man front. 2 linebackers also coming. Plunkett has time, goes deep as Cliff Branch, knocked away. Gary Green. Branch had him beat by a step and had to wait on the football.
Yes, if Plunkett would have been able to really plant his foot and fire that ball, get it out there, it would have been 6 points because number 21, Cliff Branch, had Gary Green beaten at least by a step. He had to wait for the ball, and now Gary Green is saying, well, I should have come up with the interception, which he possibly could have. But, as I said, if Plunkett had gotten the ball out there, it would have been 6 points for the Raiders.
Ray Guy at confirmation for
Ray Guy kicking. Anthony Hancock set for the return.
You look at the defense of the Chiefs. 2 times Raiders had the ball. It's 3 and out. They're going after it.
The pressure again. Hancock takes it at the 30. 5 yards on the return. He has a total of 9 to the 39. James Davis makes the tackle, a kick of 41 yards. Ray Guy bothered by a bad back throughout this season. Not a lot of people know about that. We'll be back in just a moment. For Kansas City leading the Los Angeles Raiders 3-0 on Nick Lowry's 35-yard field goal. Kansas City at their own 39, excellent field position. Steve Fuller, the quarterback, has completed 4 of 8 for 47 yards. And he comes out throwing. Joe Delaney, and he can turn it on. Down the sideline, 1st down, Raiders 48-yard line. A gain of 13.
Charlie, that was a checkoff on the line of scrimmage. Fuller was looking out, and he looked like that they were going to blitz, and they did. Number 55, you'll see his Billet linebacker coming. Gets the ball out to this man, 37, Joe Delaney. That's what you want to do. Get him out in the open field. And Ted Hendricks did a good job of getting the angle on him, getting him out of bounds, because had he been able to turn those shoulders upfield and go upfield, he could have scored.
1st down, Kansas City. Delaney left side. Flag is down. Across the 45 to the 44. First flag of the ball game. Lyle Alzado was there for the Los Angeles Raiders. Holding call against the Chiefs. The standings in the AFC, that is starting the action today.
Cincinnati won, so they're 5-1. Miami lost, so they're 4-2. The Jets are on their way to win. Pittsburgh lost, so they are now 4-2.
Holding number 58.
Of course, San Diego won yesterday in that thrilling game against San Francisco. Buffalo won today, so they're 4-2. Cleveland lost, so they are now 2-4. It's getting down to where you got to win, Charlie.
That's right.
For Kansas City, it is a must. They are 1-4, and if they have any hopes, Marv says he feels that this Kansas City Chiefs football team is the type of team that can come back and win 4 in a row.
They win 4 in a row, they can make the playoffs. But they have to do it one game at a time. They currently lead 3-0. Joe Delaney from the 41-yard line. First down and 20. Bob Nelson with the tackle. He'll get a couple to the 43. It'll be second down 18.
Now you can see that Fuller there is looking over the sidelines. He's getting some signals from the coaches, although they will send in players with plays. Coming in just now is number 84, Al Dixon, coming in with the play to the quarterback.
Here at Arrowhead Stadium, 3 minutes and 53 seconds left to go. We're in the first quarter. Kansas City and the Los Angeles Raiders with the Chiefs out in front 3-0 on a 35-yard field goal by Nick Lowery. This is Charlie Jones, Lynn Dawson, Kansas City with the ball, second and 18. Lots of time. The one thing that Fuller has not had, he goes deep down the far side, and it is incomplete. Ted Watts of the Raiders secondary had the best shot at it, but he simply unloaded down the far side.
I didn't know his arm was that strong. You know, he was running to his left. Right-handed quarterback. Now here he is coming back in the pocket. He's looking downfield. He's got plenty of time right now. He's just sliding, buying some time. Now he's going to throw the ball off his back foot, and he throws it pretty good, going to his left and being a right-handed thrower. But you see 1, 2, 3 Raiders. Henry Marshall, the leading receiver for the Chiefs. That's number 37, Lester Hayes. He's allowed a chuck in that 5-yard area, and he's all over him like a blanket. Marshall, 89, and Lester Hayes, 37. That's why Lester is considered one of the finest covermen in the National Football League.
Fuller, both backs in the block, as time fires. It is complete. Close to the first down marker to Anthony Hancock. Lester Hayes was there with it. See where they spot it. They'll mark it for a gain of about 17. And it'll be a yard shy. Kansas City now 20 offensive plays, 11 passes, and 9 rushes.
Marv Levy, the head coach, of course, the people in the stands are giving him their opinion what they should do as Tom Flores looks on. Here it is. Look how deep the secondary for the Raiders are. It's a long ways to go, so they're giving him all the room. Let him catch it in front. Nice catch by Anthony Hancock, number 82. He was the number 1 draft choice for the Chiefs this past year. They feel he's going to be a great one.
Raiders 39, 4th down and 1. They'll go for it. 3 tight ends. They've got it. Billy Jackson. Jackson in his second year, a 7th-round draft choice, picks up the first down. Reggie Kinlaw, Chiefs are happy. Let's go to New York. Semi-gamble for the Chiefs. They have nothing to lose and everything to gain. They have a first down. Los Angeles, 38-yard line. Delaney. He gets almost 5 yards inside. Reggie Kinlaw makes the tackle. Mike Davis, a strong safety, also there. Mark it at the 33, 2nd and 5.
Charlie, that was on a quick count for the Kansas City Chiefs, and I'm sure if they'd had a long count, he would have changed the play at the line of scrimmage, because on that last play, the Raiders had a blitz coming, and that's the type of situation it's all or nothing. If they get an all-out blitz going and you happen to get somebody free and get the ball to him, you get 6 points. They changed the scoreboard.
2nd and 5, 2 tight ends on the set. James Hadnot, the remaining back. He'll be a yard shy of the first down. Burgess Owens, a free safety, making the tackle. They'll set it at the 29-yard line. Kansas City has been sacked 23 times this season, 17 times in the last 3 games.
That is ranked number 26th. You know, you look at that. Seattle has had 25 sacks. They lead the National Football League. But they've thrown the ball a little more than the Kansas City Chiefs. They've thrown the ball, I think, over 40 times more than Kansas City. What all that means is the guys are not protecting that quarterback.
3rd down and 1. 3 tight ends as Jackson tries to lead for the first down, and we've got some bumping between number 81, Willie Scott, and is that Matt Millen?
No, it's Rod Martin.
Rod Martin, 53.
Hey, that reminds me.
Millen pulled him away, right?
The old days of the Chiefs and the Raiders when there was things like that going on all the time. That just shows that it's important out there. The guys are really in the ball game. Defensively, Martin wanted to stop that play because the last time on 4th and 1 they ran the same play, Charlie, and they made it.
4th down and 1 upcoming. 12 seconds left in the first quarter, and why don't you give a rundown of the scoreboard?
All right, Washington over St. Louis, 12.
Davis, managing general partner of the Los Angeles Raiders. Los Angeles in the first quarter running 6 offensive plays to Kansas City's 24.
Raiders have yet to pick up a first down.
4th down and 1, Kansas City at the Raider 29. Continuing effort by James Hadnot, number 3 draft choice in 1980 from Texas Tech, primarily a blocker. Ted Hendricks was there along with Howie Long for the Raiders. Los Angeles says we stopped him, but Fred Wyant, the referee, will have the final word.
Here it is. Number 83, Ted Hendricks. Dixon blocking in on him. He fights that. The stalemate takes place. 51. Bob Nelson comes in, makes the stop. It is short. Oakland or L.A. will go on offense in just a second. Yes.
Fighting in the parade.
That's true. We have to push the car or anything, or we get to sit in.
We may have to. All right, Raiders taking over on downs at their own 29-yard line first down. Marcus Allen. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it as Mike Bell makes the tackle. Don't forget, next Saturday, it's a football-basketball doubleheader here on NBC Sports. First at 12 o'clock Eastern Time, the New York Jets take on the Miami Dolphins. And then 2 high-powered college basketball teams battle as 6th-ranked Iowa Hawkeyes face the number 4 UCLA Bruins. That's all next Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on NBC Sports. Plunkett to throw. Barnwell has it and is out of bounds. Stopping the clock, Gary Green with the coverage close to the first down marker.
By Gary Green.
This is a pass that quarterbacks must be able to throw, and you're only throwing it about 30 yards, but you have to put it on the line because if that ball is not out there in a hurry and that defensive back comes up and intercepts, you can see right there's nothing but open territory. That time, Barnwell was there, the pass was there, the reception was there, but it's still short of a first down. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Gain of 9, 3rd down 1, 38-yard line. 2 tight ends in the set. Marcus Allen, first down. Good move. 45-yard line, needed 1. He got 7 first down. And speaking of the Fiesta Bowl, Marcus Allen, playing there last year for the University of Southern California, did not have a good ball game. But after the game was over, as you watch this play again, he stayed on the field, talked to all of the reporters, and signed all of the autographs. A nice young man.
And you just saw an outstanding block by Kenny King, number 33, the other running back with Marcus Allen. Kenny King is accustomed to blocking for Heisman Trophy winners.
He has blocked for 4. We'll talk about that. Marcus 15 yards in 4 carries. Plunkett to throw. Deep far side. Got to be Branch. It is. He can't hang on to it.
Oh, my.
Throwing it, Trent Bryant.
Cliff Branch. 6 points that was. The ball was there. Branch was there. 67 yards still. He's been hampered with a bad heel. And he goes down, he slips on the turf. Henry Lawrence is right there. Plenty of time to throw the football. He gets it up, he gets it out, and as you can see, it should have been caught. Cliff Branch does not do that very often. Big break.
Completed 1 of 4 for 9 yards. Check the scoreboard.
All right, Minnesota defeating Baltimore 13-10. Final, Detroit over Green Bay 30-10. Here's a very interesting score. New England 3, Miami 0. 2nd
and 10. Plunkett is pressure. Scrambles, throws, and he was throwing it away. Good play. He had the pressure for the backside by Ken Kramer. So it'll be 3rd down and 10 at the 45.
Nose tackle, number 91 is Kramer, 67. Art Still. There it is, Lawrence. That's the job. Just push him to the outside. Gary Spaney was blitzing. And as Plunkett gets rid of the football, somebody greets him with a little hello, and down he goes. But Plunkett made a good move just throwing the ball out of bounds.
Let's go back to the fullback, Kenny King, who's now come out of the ball game. We said he has blocked for 4 Heisman Trophy winners.
Who are they?
That's the question.
Okay. You're going to tell us in a minute, aren't you?
Tell you in a minute. Remind me. 3rd down and 10, 45-yard line. 4-man rush for the Chiefs. Flag is down. That'll be offensive holding. Pass is incomplete. Kansas City will refuse it. No, they're going to have an offsetting penalty. They're going to call pass interference on Lloyd Burris, the strong safety. So what'll happen? They'll bring that play back.
Well, that was a bad move on Burris's part because the ball was not catchable, really, because it was over his head. And the officials are conferring right now, and they may be discussing that fact.
And if
Here
it's
it
not
is.
catchable.
Well, he got one hand on it.
One hand may make it catchable. If it's not catchable under the rule book, then you cannot have pass interference.
Holding, number 79. Pass interference, number 34. Replay.
That's a break for the Raiders because it wasn't necessary to push the receiver. I don't believe he could have caught that ball. Well, the breaks even out.
Is that what you call the gray area?
Yes, it evens out. Branch drops one. It would have been a touchdown. And here, the receiver gets pushed. While they were holding, the play comes back, and they get another shot. 3rd and 10.
The Raiders 45. 12:48 left to go. First half. Kansas City leads 3-0. It is complete to Calvin Muhammad. Muhammad slipping through the secondary. And a costly penalty against Kansas City, or the Raiders would have kicked on that play.
That's exactly right. Here it is. Plunkett going back to throw. This pass is going to be good for 43 yards. Sidestep somebody. No pressure on him right there. That's the problem for Kansas City. No pressure. Receiver is out there all by himself. Number 82, Calvin Muhammad. Number 21, Cliff Branch. He draws the attention of a lot of people. He had a pick right there, and you saw Gary Green get nailed by his own man. Branch was open on that play also.
At the Kansas City 12-yard line, first down. Cliff Branch spinning to the 4, maybe the 3-yard line. Gain of 8, it'll be 2nd down and a couple.
Now, do you wonder why they're throwing the ball to the defensive right side of the Chiefs? Eric Harris, number 45. 44 is generally in there, but 45 is Trent Bryant playing. And he gave Branch an awful lot of room, as you saw right there. And Plunkett saw that, got the ball out to him in a hurry. They're inside the 5-yard line and threatening to score.
They mark it to 3, so it's 2nd down and 1 with Allen and King in the backfield. It is Allen. King the lead block. Allen fumbles. Plunkett falls on it. Raiders retain possession at the 4. They'll lose a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 2.
Somebody really greeted him the line of scrimmage and really nailed him. I think it was 34, the strong safety, Lloyd Burris. Here it is. He didn't really have complete control, but he was right there. Also, down at the bottom of that pile was a linebacker like Charles Jackson or Thomas Howard. Here it is. Number 32, Burris is there. He doesn't make the initial hit. Ball is popped loose. Unfortunately, Plunkett was alert and came up with the football.
3rd down and 2. Plunkett to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown to Todd Christensen. As Christensen scores his 3rd touchdown of the year. And for Plunkett, that is his 7th touchdown pass. 71 yards on the drive in 9 plays.
And you can see that Plunkett has all the time that he needs. You can see right there, nobody around him. He steps up in the pocket, throws the ball to 46 Todd Christensen, who's really having a fine year going into the ball game. He had 24 receptions, leading the Raider team in that department.
Chris Barr to attempt the point after. It is good. The drive taking 3 minutes and 38 seconds. 11:16 left to go, first half. The Raiders lead for the first time, 7-3. We'll be back with the kickoff. From the Kansas City Chiefs 3, as Chris Barr will be kicking off. Anthony Hancock is a deep back in the middle, with Cherry and Rockmore off on the wing. Durwood Rockmore on the return to the 15, the 20. Just across the 25 to the 26-yard line where Jeff Barnes makes the tackle. And Kansas City will be moving on offense.
On the return, tackled by Jeff Barnes.
Next Sunday, it's another NFL doubleheader here on NBC Sports. In the battle of quarterbacks, Terry Bradshaw and Brian Sipes square off as the Steelers face the Browns. Then at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, most of you will see Joe Ferguson leading the Buffalo Bills into Tampa Bay. So check your local listings for the time and the game in your area. It all starts at 12:30 Eastern Time with NFL 82 right here on the home of the Super Bowl, NBC Sports. James Hadnot in the backfield along with Delaney. The tight end, Al Dixon, in motion. Delaney on a quick opener, spinning to the outside, and is cut down. And a flag is down on the play. You'll have a couple of yards. Lester Hayes was there for the Raiders.
You talk about not finding any place to go. Joe Delaney tried the whole offensive line, it looked like. Raiders stretched him out. Finally, Lester Hayes coming up and making a very hard tackle. And Joe Delaney got up very slowly. Didn't take the Raiders long. They have been known throughout the years, Charlie, as the big play team. And that last drive, they scored a touchdown. It was a 43-yard pass, Plunkett to Calvin Muhammad. And I understand for Calvin Muhammad in the National Football League,
Illegal block in
First
the back,
pass.
number 89. First down.
Illegal block on Henry Marshall.
as I said, Muhammad, his first catch in the National Football League. Well, it's tough to beat that 43-yard average he has so far.
That's right. Played his collegiate ball at Texas Southern, and he played in the Canadian Football League. 19-yard line. First down, 17. Fuller has completed 6 of 11. Will get sacked this time by Howie Long. That is the 24th time this year that a Kansas City quarterback has been sacked, and the 18th time since the strike.
This is the best pass defense there is, and that is getting to the quarterback and not letting him throw. 75, Howie Long, coming from his end position on up the middle to make the stop. Number 55, Matt Millen, the linebacker, his job is that tight end, Al Dixon, to follow him down for about 15 yards, then to turn around, locate the quarterback, and see what direction he's looking. That's a stat that you don't want to be anywhere near the top. Number 24 now for the Chiefs.
Second and 27. Fuller scrambles out of the end zone.
Back in it again.
Back in it again. You better get out of the field of play, and he barely does. The football is back in the field of play. Hendricks gets the sack. Along with Archie Reese, they'll get a half a sack apiece.
Talk about being backed up now. Here it is, he's going back, and you can see the pressure coming, and Alzado flushes him out of the pocket. What he should have done now, it's hard to, to second guess, but keep on going. Keep on going, either run with the football or throw it away. Don't ever go back into the end zone.
Third down and 35. Changes in the Chiefs' offensive line. Les Studdard has replaced Rodney at center. Bob Simmons has replaced Tom Condon at right guard. Fuller wants a timeout to talk this over. I would suggest a quick kick.
Yes.
9 minutes and 47 seconds. That is the time remaining in the first half. The Raiders have the lead. The Chiefs are in trouble. We'll be back in a moment. Yard line.
Third and about half the field, right?
So that's a long way.
35, yes. There aren't too many plays in your playbook that's good for third and 35. There's a lot of third and twos and third and ones, but third and 35, they don't design those.
Kansas City, 4 wide receivers. James Hadnot is the remaining back.
Don't get out of the end zone.
Incomplete. Henry Marshall, the intended receiver. Ted Hendricks was there for the defense. Kansas City will be kicking.
Maybe the quick kick was the thing, Charlie, because even if he'd caught the ball, he'd gotten out of bounds, it wouldn't have been anywhere near the first down. You try to avoid getting into long situations. That's why first down is so very important. Pick up good yardage on first down. Prior to that last series, Kansas City was averaging 4.3 yards on first down, which is good.
Jeff Gossett will be kicking to Greg Pruitt. Pruitt inside of the Kansas City 40-yard line. He takes it at the 40-yard line. Returns to the 31, 9 yards on the return. Stan Rome with the tackle. A 39-yard kick, And the Raiders with excellent field position. We'll take a timeout. 9:33 left to go in the first. Raiders leading the Chiefs 7-3. We'll be back with Los Angeles on the attack.
I want to say, all right, 33, Kenny King said 4 Heisman Trophy winners he blocked for. I know it wasn't Billy Cannon because he's a little young for that.
Billy Sims at Oklahoma. Right. Earl Campbell at Houston. Marcus Allen with the Los Angeles Raiders.
And
Jim Plunkett with the Raiders. Play action. With the cornerback coming. Intercepted, Kansas City with the ball. At the 26-yard line. Barnwell, the intended receiver. Gary Green with the interception. Lloyd Burris, the strong safety, was blitzing.
the Raiders, in a situation like that, when they get the ball first down in great field position, they like to go for 6 points. Plunkett, play action, going back. There it is, 34. The safety comes in, doesn't make the tackle. He gets rid of the football, but a fine interception by number 24, Gary Green. And we mentioned Gary Green, the defense for the Chiefs, really not doing that well this year, but he is. He's having a fine year. He is considered one of the best covermen in the National Football League.
First turnover of the ball game. Kansas City at their own 27-yard line. James Hadnot. Burgess Owens with the tackle. We'll check the scoreboard, Lip.
That last series, when they were backed up on the 1-yard line, had 35 yards to go.
At their own 33-yard line, following the gain of 6, second down 4. James Hadnot, the remaining back. Has a couple of yards to the 35. It'll be third down and 2 as Ted Watson, Lyle Alzado make the tackle.
Alzado's fired up out there, Charlie. Now he's going after somebody else right now. But he is into the ball game. Been an outstanding player. You know, he's two different personalities. When he's on the field, he's a crazed man. I know he used to knock me around a lot, but you know, off the field, he's really a gentle person. But now he was going after Condon in the first quarter. Now, the second quarter, he's going after the tight end. He's trying to get to the backs eventually to get a hold of them.
7:55 left to go in the second quarter. The Chiefs have rushed for 38 yards. The Raiders for 17. Third and 2. Little pump fake. He'll go for it. Slides for the first down. Fuller needed to, and he got it. Ron Martin was there to cover him at the 39. A gain of 4 and a first down. Boy, and tempers are flaring because they started early on in the ball game. There's animosity.
I think it...
Kansas City from their own 39, first down. Carlos Carson starts in motion. Tight end, Al Dixon. Good open field tackle by Lester Hayes. A gain of 6 yards on the play. It'll be second down and 4.
That was a pass pattern where they had 4 receivers over on the right side of the Kansas City's right side, and Fuller was looking to see where the linebackers were going, and whichever direction they went, he went to the man that was open. That time he found him in Al Dixon. Once again on first down. Now in this time that the Chiefs have had the ball on first down, they've picked up good yardage.
Stay with us at halftime for NFL League 2. Highlights and scores of all the action this weekend in the National Football League. Second and 4. Kansas City at their own 45. Delaney to the 49-yard line. This will be close to the first down. He may have it. Bob Nelson, one of the inside linebackers for the Raiders, making the tackle.
A lot of activity goes on up front. Number 74 is Archie Reese, and he is being shoved out of the way now. Delaney cut right behind the block on Archie Reese, picked up the first down. Archie was here for a short time, and they said that he was a little over his playing weight. Like 30 pounds over his playing weight, but
it wasn't even close, was
I saw him when they played Atlanta. He picked up a fumble and ran 75 yards for a touchdown, surrounded by about 3 or 4 of their players, and there was a lot of question as to whether he was trying to run out the clock or not.
In Kansas City 3, Steve Fuller has completed 7 of 13 for 85 yards. He has been sacked twice. That's not one of the sacks.
What's going on there? Are there bodies in there? I saw some movement.
I do not want to hasten my guess. First down, Kansas City, just outside their own 49-yard line. Will play action. The throw is behind Henry Marshall. It'll be second down and 10 as we pause briefly for station identification. This is the NBC Television Network.
This is WNBC TV, New York.
This is Charlie Jones, Lynn Dawson. 5:26 left to go in the second quarter. The Raiders leading the Chiefs by a score of 7-3. Kansas City scoring first on Nick Lowry's 35-yard field goal. And then it was Plunkett to Todd Christensen, a 4-yard touchdown pass for the Raiders. Their drive, 71 yards in 9 plays. 7-3, Los Angeles. Second and 10. Fuller goes deep. Off of the fingertips of Carlos Carson. Ted Watts at the coverage. He had about a half a step on it.
Ball should have been caught. It was there. It was a good throw by Fuller, and he had time to throw. Looking at the line inside. Number 66, Brad Budde. Blocking on the linebacker, Bob Nelson, does a good job, stays right in his face, and you can see his reaction when the play was over.
And how time flies. His dad blocked for you.
And saved my life so many, many times. There it is. Very catchable ball off the fingertips. Carlos Carson.
That is the statement of a quarterback that is a very catchable ball. As a wide receiver, I'm not sure that they'd all agree with you.
Speaking strictly from the quarterback's point of view.
All right. Third down, 10. Deep over the middle. This is catchable. It is caught. Al Dixon, the tight end. Big play inside the 50.
The fans have something to cheer about because this was an excellent throw by Steve Fuller. Right down the seam into the arms of number 84, Al Dixon. He makes the catch. The ball was perfectly thrown. A big play for the Kansas City Chiefs with 4:50 and counting down in this half. They're definitely in scoring territory now because Nick Lowry, for example, is inside the 40 is deadly. He makes them all.
A gain of 37 yards to the Raider 14-yard line. First down. Delaney. 4 yards to the 10. It'll be second down and 6.
All right, for Joe Delaney, I think he saw something he hasn't seen all this first half, and that's a hole. Here it is, the blocking. Brad Budde coming down blocking. 73 is Bob Simmons blocking. There is the hole. That's what they're talking about. Picking up big yardage for the Kansas City Chiefs, now making it a second down situation where he's only got 4 or 5 yards to go.
Burgess Owens and Mike Davis with the tackle. Delaney. They string him out. He'll get maybe a yard. Ted Hendricks, an excellent defensive play. Lyle Alzado trailing the play. And Delaney shaken up.
Also on that play, 36, Mike Davis, the strong safety for the Raiders, did a fine job of making sure Delaney did not get outside. He looks like he's hurt.
Kansas City hurting in the backfield for speed. They have Jackson, Hadnot, and Gaines. But there's not a lot of speed there. Dale Thompson, the rookie from Texas El Paso, is the best speed, but he hasn't played. Both backs in the block. Scrambling, throwing, into coverage, it's incomplete. Marshall, the intended receiver, Burgess Owens, had excellent coverage on him. It'll be fourth down and 5. And we look for Nick Lowry to come in.
Took a chance. Here it is, looking from the end zone, what it looks like at ground level. Fuller scrambling to his left. He throws, and it's a good thing he threw it poorly because the coverage was there. Burgess Owens was there. If the ball had been up in it, he would have intercepted it. There's a situation there, Charlie, where a quarterback has to program himself. If the man really isn't open, don't take a chance down there of not getting an opportunity to kick a field goal. Throw the ball into the stand.
An attempt from the 17, 27 yards in length. He's got it. So Lowry 2 for 2 today. On the year, he is now 10 of 13. And Kansas City pulls within 1. 7-6 with 3:08 left to go in the first half. Mike Bell, defensively for Kansas City, is out with a groin injury. That's a problem that he has had. And it is a knee injury to Joe Delaney, and they are going to take him into the locker room and check it. And as soon as we have a report, we'll get that information to you.
I don't know if everybody realizes that in the facilities at these stadiums, they have X-ray machines. And that came about because, I know here in Kansas City, came about because a player was injured. And they didn't have it. They didn't detect a broken bone in the back until the next day. But they have X-ray equipment here at Arrowhead Stadium. They'll go in. They'll probably X-ray Joe Delaney's knee if that's his problem. And they'll know within 15 minutes what the problem is.
The Chiefs held the ball for more than 6 minutes. 6 minutes and 18 seconds in the drive as you look to Greg Pruitt and Cleve Montgomery as Lowry will be kicking off. Montgomery picks it up on the hop at the 9. He's to the 20. And returns to the 30-yard line. 21 yards on the return. Dave Klug with the tackle for Kansas City.
Tackled by Clark Gaines.
He's there along with Lewis Haynes, an outside linebacker. But the Chiefs feel is going to be a fine player, but really hasn't had that much of an opportunity to play. He's a rookie out of North Texas State.
The Raiders' offense should be well rested. They haven't played that much in the first half.
Well, they haven't. The first 2 times they had the ball, they had 3 downs and punt.
And their touchdown drive, that was about it. The Raiders running 17 offensive plays to Kansas City's 41 in the first half. Marcus Allen. 5 yards to the 35. It'll be second down and 5. Allen last week against Seattle, 156 yards rushing. Second time that he has been over the 100-yard mark. Jerry Blanton, inside left linebacker, making the tackle. But against Cincinnati on a muddy field, in 8 carries, Marcus Allen 0 yards.
Marcus Allen is the type of back, kind of like O.J. Simpson, that you'll stop him, and all of a sudden, bam, there's a 40-yarder that he runs off.
Second and 5. Marcus Allen on the draw. He'll have 4 yards to the 39. It'll be third down about a half a yard for the first down. Gary Spaney with the tackle. Marcus, as you know, the Heisman Trophy winner from the University of Southern California, the 24th Trojan to play for the Raiders. 2-minute warning. We've got a timeout. It is Los Angeles 7 and Kansas City 6. We'll be back in just a moment to Arrowhead Stadium. In the National Football League, the reason rule changes. Basically 3 on a kickoff. The clock has not started until the ball has been touched in the field of play. A team in the last 2 minutes of each half cannot buy an extra timeout for a penalty. And third, an offensive fumble. Only the player fumbling may recover and advance the ball unless it is a long snap to a shotgun formation or to a punter.
Right. Good explanation, Mr. Jones.
Thank you. Kenny King picks up the first down. Only second time he's carried in the ballgame.
Yeah, he just had 3 yards rushing in one carry before. He's been used primarily as a blocker, but he is an outstanding runner. Here it is. Now number 32. Marcus Allen going up there. He put a pretty good block on Mickey Marvin, the offensive guard for the Raiders. But they did pick up the first down. I look for him to throw now.
42-yard line. Los Angeles territory. Cliff Branch has to wait on it, and the defender overruns the play. Was that Barbaro?
No, it was Trent Bryant was number 45 is the man that was covering. Here it is, a long throw. Branch makes the adjustment very, very well. 41-yard gain. Barbaro is the man, number 26, to come over and make the stop. But that is about, I believe, the third time that Trent Bryant has been beaten over there on that corner. And I guess they're missing Eric Harris, cornerback who was out with a groin injury. Looking at number 66, young Brad Buddy.
At the Kansas City 16. First down for the Raiders. Cliff Branch 3 receptions for 59 yards. And Trent Bryant had good coverage on him. The pass was underthrown, and he didn't react to it that quickly.
That's generally the case. I remember in the Super Bowl game that Branch caught one just like that. Good coverage, but the ball was underthrown, and he came back. Made the catch for a touchdown.
Raiders with a timeout. They have 2 remaining. 1:11 left to go in the second quarter. Los Angeles leading by 7-6. It has been the big play for the Raiders. Going back back of dusting off the old plays, they say. And they said that Marcus Allen has been the key for them to be able to go long again.
Well, when I'm talking to the defensive coaches of the Chiefs, and I said, what do you got to stop? And they said, Marcus Allen. I mean, he is the key. He makes everything go for that Raider offense.
And so when you have to think about the run, that means that you're susceptible.
I'll tell you who really loves Marcus Allen is Cliff Branch, because he's not getting as much double coverage.
Into the end zone. Incomplete.
Same thing happened. Underthrown. Gary Green was there. Barnwell came back and could have come up with a touchdown. Gary Green overran that pass. He was there. He had excellent coverage. You're going to see it to the right of your screen. Ball is thrown by Plunkett, and number 24 is there, right there. Gary Green is there. The ball goes in and out of the hands. Here's Bryant on the other side, who was just burned 41-yarder by that man, Branch. This time, he got his attention, but he is giving Cliff a little too much room now. That shows that he has a great deal of respect.
Plunkett has completed 5 of 11 for 107 yards, second down. Marcus Allen spinning out of the grasp of, I believe, Gary Spaney, and then picking up a couple before Ken Kramer makes the tackle. Good move.
That's what I was talking about earlier, about Marcus Allen seems to be able to see what is in front of him. He seems to make the right move at the right time. Now, he prevented about a 3-yard loss on that play. When Spaney hit him, he spun out of his grasp.
So third down and 10. Allen 8 carries, 23 yards rushing.
They're going into the end zone. They didn't call a timeout. There's 30 seconds going down. Plunkett's going to go into the end zone, hoping to get 6 points. If not, they'll kick the field goal.
Both backs in the block. It's there to the tight end, Todd Christensen. He fumbles the ball out of bounds after the reception. Stopping the clock, Gary Spaney was there. He needed 10, and he got 12 as the first down. It'll be first down goal to go. 16 seconds on the clock.
Here's Branch once again, and he's on Trent Bryant. Coming across, going to the end zone. And now number 34 is Lloyd Burris over there. He's got Branch. That's double coverage. When you talk about double coverage, that's what we're talking about. But the man, if they're doubling him, that means somebody else is single coverage. And that was number 46, Todd Christensen. Has the linebacker beaten. Spaney had him all the way, and there was just no way. Christensen had about a 2-step lead on Gary Spaney.
The line of scrimmage, the 4-yard line, just inside the 4.
Charlie, that's guessing, because what they were doing, they were doubling the outside receivers and putting a linebacker on the tight end. At that time, it was a crossing pattern, which means the linebacker, like Spaney, has to cover a tight end all the way across the field. That's the type of, what we thought, mismatch that you like in a passing situation.
The Raiders now with Todd Christensen, Derek Ramsey, and Derek Jensen, 3 tight ends in the set. 16 seconds. First down goal to go just inside the 4-yard line.
16 seconds. You take 3 shots into the end zone in 16 seconds. They'll try to do.
King and Marcus Allen in the backfield.
Here's a pass.
Allen. He can throw. High school quarterback, Lincoln High School, San Diego. Nobody's open. So he goes to the 5. He'll lose a yard. The Raiders will stop the clock. 7 seconds left in the half. Thomas Howard making the tackle along with Dave Lindstrom.
The worst thing for the Raiders on that situation, that was going to be a pass by Marcus Allen. As you see, they took up a lot of time. 16 seconds. Now here's Burris coming in on the blitz. Turns him around the other way. No one is there. No one is open because all the pass receivers were on the other side. Makes the stop. 45 is Bryant. Playing that right corner spot. Now he's taking a look at number 32. Marcus Allen comes in and helps on the stop. 52, Thomas Howard also is there. But they ran off 9 seconds on the clock. I said they had 3 shots into the end zone, but I didn't, not with roaming around back there. Back in the pocket and throw it. It only takes about 4 seconds to throw the ball.
With 7 seconds, do you go for the field goal attempt now, or do you throw in the end zone and then kick?
In 7 seconds, Plunkett can go back and get rid of that football, even if it's not. See what he's going to do, I'm sure, if they're going to keep Plunkett in there. You've got a pass pattern called. You go back. If it's not there, you throw it in the stands. But if it's there, you drill it, and you got a touchdown, because that won't take any longer than I said, about 4 or 5 seconds.
All right. In In this case, who do you go to? The tight end, Todd Christensen? Do you look for one man with only 4 seconds?
You're looking for one man.
He's open, you go to him. If he's not, then it's through the end zone, stop the clock.
Right.
Would it be the tight end, Christensen?
He's had a great year. He'd be a man to look at. Whoever they think
You're not committing yourself. All right, second down goal, 5-yard line.
Well, I wouldn't go to Gary Green's side, that's for sure. I'd go the other way.
That's Brandt, the other side. Into coverage and knocked down. Lloyd Burris knocked the ball away.
Should have been intercepted. He should have thrown that ball away because there's 3 seconds on the clock. What was it, 7 seconds? Took 4 seconds for that play. Here's Art Still trying to get some pressure on that quarterback, but really not a whole lot of pressure. But there it is. 2 men in that area. Green and Burris are there.
On Malcolm Barnwell.
You can see that Lloyd Burris thought that he should have come up with it. Yeah, that could have been a 100-some yard run the other way if he'd held on to that football.
Chris Barr from the 13-yard line, an attempt of 23 yards. Bob Chandler holding. It is no good. At the end of halftime, this is Charlie Jones along with Lynn Dawson. And one of the interesting statistics in the first half is that Kansas City had the football for more than 20 minutes and the Raiders for just over 9 minutes.
Yeah, and the interesting thing is they haven't scored a touchdown. It's 7-6 and they're behind. For Kansas City, they really have problems scoring. They've only scored seven touchdowns so far this year. And here it is, Joe Delaney, number 37, a very key man in the offensive attack of the Kansas City Chiefs. And he was injured, as you may recall, prior to the end of the first half. Our report that we have, Charlie, is that Joe Delaney has a knee problem. They don't know just how serious it is. He definitely will not be back in the ball game today. So they're going to have to play without the speedster, Joe Delaney.
And it is even colder than it was when we started. It is about 20 degrees right now.
Charlie, from a man from La Jolla, California, you certainly have a lot of winter gear.
I try and bundle up because it is cold.
Well, you're lucky it isn't really cold here in Kansas City. There's the statistics the first half. Charlie was alluding to the fact down at the bottom, 20 minutes, 37 seconds compared to 9 minutes and 20.
Montgomery at the 10-yard line. To the 20, 25, 30. Bounces off one of his own men. Returns to the 34. 24 yards on the return. Al Steinfeld makes the tackle. So the Raiders will move on offense to open the second half. From the 34 with Plunkett at quarterback, Marcus Allen and Kenny King the running backs, Barnwell, Branch, and Christensen the receivers. At offensive line, Davis, Marsh, Dalby, Marvin, and Lawrence. Defensively, Lindstrom, Art Still, and Ken Kramer as Mike Bell is out at defensive end. Howard, Blanton, Spaney, and Jackson the linebackers. Bryant and Green on the corners. Burris and Barbaro at safety. Kenny King, who carried only twice in the first half, is ridden down by Charles Jackson. He may lose a yard.
Charlie, you mentioned about Bell is out. Mike Bell is out. He's got a groin problem. 71 is Lindstrom and makes a good move. He doesn't make the tackle, but he slows him up enough so that the linebacker, Charles Jackson, is able to railroad Kenny King to the turf. Not a very good way to start for the Raiders. No gain on the first down situation. They're looking at 2nd and 10.
Plunkett to throw, 5 on the pattern. Barnwell to the 40, the 45, the 50, and then he steps out of bounds. Stepping out at the Kansas City 48, a gain of 18.
A lot of room. That was what Barnwell had. Gary Green was giving a lot of territory in front of him, and so Plunkett went to him. Steve Spaney, the linebacker, is trying to come. Lindstrom coming after the quarterback, but nobody there. Gary Green that time gave him a lot of real estate. I'll tell you, Marcus Allen gets a great block on Gary Barbaro. I don't know if we're going to see it in this play right here. No, we don't, but he threw a tremendous block. Really leveled Barbaro.
First down, Kansas City 48, Kenny King. Fumble. Chiefs had the football.
Marcus Allen the tackle.
Was it Barbaro that came up with it?
Yes, it was.
So a turnover. Kansas Kansas City with a break in the football. Excellent field position. We'll take a timeout. We're 1 minute deep into the second half. We'll be back.
Jackson makes the pop. I think he stripped it. 26 is Barbaro. The ball bounces just right for him. And fortunately for the Raiders, number 32, Marcus Allen, was there to make the stop. Or he probably would have gone in for the score.
At the Raiders' 47-yard line, first down, Kansas City. Fuller, 8 of 17 in the first half. Just dumps this one off, and he misses Billy Jackson. Today's game is brought to you by the new Chrysler Corporation. Quality engineered to be the best. By Visa cards and traveler's checks. You can do it. We'd like to help. And by Trinitron, the Emmy Award-winning color television from Sony, the one and only.
Charlie, that last play, there was no one around Billy Jackson had he held on to the football.
Second down and 10, 47-yard line of the Raiders. Fuller now with Hadnot, the remaining back, Carlos Carson, Anthony Hancock, and Henry Marshall, the three wide receivers, Al Dixon, the tight end. Carson in motion. Fuller drops this one off underneath the covers to Carson. 28-yard line. Matt Millen makes the tackle. First down for Kansas City, a gain of 25.
That time the receiver held onto the ball, Charlie, throwing underneath the linebackers on a crossing pattern to number 88, Carlos Carson. He went in motion, and here you see Fuller getting the ball out to him in front of number 55, Matt Millen. Breaks Hendricks' tackle. 25-yard gain, a first down for the Chiefs.
Let me correct the numbers on it. It was a 19-yard gain, but it's still a first down.
Oh, he missed it by 6.
I got half of it right. Okay. At the Los Angeles 28. James Hadnot. A yard to the 27. It'll be second and 9. Rod Martin with the tackle.
Rod Martin might have a headache after that one because he hit the big fullback, that man right there, Hadnot, with his head.
Offensive line for Kansas City, Herkenhoff, Buddy, Rudney, Condon, and Getty. And now Les Studdard comes in at offensive center. Defensively, Howie Long, Reggie Kenlow, and Lyle Alzado, the front three, with Hendricks, Millen, Nelson, and Martin, the linebackers. Lester Hayes and Ted Watts on the corners. Mike Davis and Burgess Owens at the safeties. Second and 9. We're 2.5 minutes into the second half. The Raiders leading the Chiefs by 1, 7-6. It's a screen, and the pass is above the head of Hadnot. He pulls it down. Millen is right there. They will lose about 5 yards on the play to the 32. Third down and 14 upcoming.
This is a screen pass, or at least they want it to be a screen pass. Studdard is coming out, getting involved in the screen. Number 55, Matt Millen, read it all the way and made an outstanding play. Dropped him for about a 5-yard loss. Now they're looking at third and long.
Third down, 14. And they are on the edge of field goal range for Nick Lowery.
Yes,
They could do with about 5 yards here to go with the field goal attempt. Fuller is stripped of the ball. He recovers it at the 30, so he has 32. It'll be 4th and 12. Howie Long knocked it out of his hands. And they'll go for the long field goal.
Here it is, scrambling on the run. He's looking to throw it, but the ball is stripped. Fortunately for the Chiefs and Fuller, the ball dropped right at his feet, and he was able to pick it up.
Lowry's longest this year, 47 yards.
He has kicked, I think, about a 57-yarder in his career.
An attempt of 48 yards.
One thing in his favor, the wind is not a factor in the ball game today.
He is 2 for 2. This will give the Chiefs the lead.
He hit it.
He misses it to the left. From 48 yards away. So we've got a timeout as the Los Angeles Raiders continue to lead by 1. 7-6, 10:51 left to go. Lowry tries to help it. It doesn't work. We'll be back. The Raiders leading the Chiefs by 1, 7-6.
And here's the score. Atlanta leading New Orleans 21-0 in the third quarter.
First down Raiders, Marcus Allen. A quick 7 yards to the 37. It'll be second down and 3. Art Still with the tackle.
In his effort to gain an additional yard or so, stretching that ball out, he almost lost it. But he hit that hole very quickly.
Marcus, 28 yards and 10 carries, has not really been. I hope that's the kicker. Yes, it is. Jeff Dawson. Plunkett has completed 7 of 14 for 138 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. 2nd and 3. Kenny King is stopped. He'll lose maybe a half a yard. Dave Lindstrom was there. Boy, he closed the gate on him.
Kenny King on the carry. Tackled by
The Chiefs defensively are playing with a lot more intensity than they have the last couple of games. And here you're taking a look at an end zone shot at what Kenny King is looking at. He's looking straight into the eyes of Jerry Blanton. Number 57, 59 is Gary Spaney. Coming in also number 71 is Dave Lindstrom.
3rd down 3. Frank Hawkins replaces Kenny King. He and Marcus Allen in the backfield. A little play action. Plunkett's in trouble. Now he stops, throws, and it is caught by Malcolm Barnwell, and he'll have the first down. Charles Jackson with a tackle. He needed 3, and he got 7 yards.
Charlie, you know, Plunkett is amazing how he somehow avoids the rush back there. He's not supposed to be fast or not supposed to be very quick, but as you can see, here he is right here getting out of the grasp of 59 linebacker Spaney. Gets rid of the ball just in time. Throws a strike and a first down, keeping this drive alive for the Raiders.
At the Raider 45-yard line, first down. 9 minutes left to go in the 3rd. Marcus Allen slides to the 47. He has 2. 2nd and 8. Was that Frank Hawkins with a lead block? Yes.
Number 32, Marcus Allen. I said that he is the man that makes this machine work for the Oakland Raiders. He hasn't been spectacular today because the Chiefs, in planning their defense, they said the number 1 priority is we've got to stop number 32, Marcus Allen. And they've been doing a pretty good job of that today. And that last play, the strong safety, Lloyd Burris, really shot up the field, making sure that Marcus Allen had just one move, and that was the cut back to the inside.
Well, we've also seen Marcus with a couple of key blocks and a tackle. Pass is complete to Cliff Branch.
Have run that type of pass pattern so very well for many, many years. Here it is, good pass protection. He gets hit just as he releases the ball. He hits it right on the numbers. Bryant is giving Branch a lot of room. And the thing to do is to continue to throw out there until they stop it.
And he picks up just above his average, 18 yards on the play to the Kansas City 34. First down Raiders. Second back through is Marcus Allen. Fumble, but it may have been after the whistle or after he was down. Lindstrom was there to close the hole. Mark it to the 33, a gain of 1. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
You know, Dave Lindstrom coming into the ball game, you don't lose anything when Mike Bell goes out because he's been involved in about 4 or 5 plays already in the second half.
Plunkett now 9 of 16 for 163 yards. Kenny King was over the right side. Maybe a yard, maybe 2. Ken Kramer led the defense. Spaney was there, along with Jerry Blanton. They'll mark it at the 31, so a gain of 2. It's 3rd down and 7.
Which is a passing situation for the Raiders. Now, the Chiefs have been doing very well containing the running game of the Raiders. The Raiders have had a lot of success running with the football so far this year, primarily because of the running of Marcus Allen. But the Chiefs have pretty much shut that down, but they have not shut down the passing.
Ron Cherry, 5th man in the secondary for Kansas City, 3 wide receivers for the Raiders. Plunkett has time, throws underneath the coverage to Branch. Inside the 20 and the first down. Trent Bryant is the man who makes the tackle. That's the man they're throwing at. He needed 7. He got 13 yards.
Bryant had to cover Cliff Branch all over the field. And this is a crossing pattern going from the left side all the way over to the right side. And that's tough duty trying to guard that man, number 21. And Bryant is giving him just a little too much room. He's going to have to take some chances that come up and play Cliff a little tighter.
Here's Cliff Branch, 4 receptions, 82 yards. 18-yard line of Kansas City. Raiders on the move. Allen over the top. As the cover to the 16, it'll be second down and 8.
That's a good move by Marcus Allen. I said earlier that he seems to know how to make the right moves at the right time. There really wasn't much there, but he got up and over, picked up a couple of yards.
Next week, Kansas City will be at Denver. The Raiders home on Saturday to host the Rams.
Los Angeles against Los Angeles. That's a first.
It is a good. Well said. Plunkett to throw. Branch in the corner. No, not there. Ran out of real estate. Boy, they're really working on Trent Ryan, number 45.
Hey, they're saying welcome to the National Football League. That's what you have to do if you got a new man out there that hasn't been playing every week. Doesn't have his timing down. Here it is. Bryant is coming up, taking a look, playing man-to-man. The ball is in the air. Bryant has no idea where the ball is. It's just did not have enough room to operate. Bryant ought to know where that wall is, though, because those things do not move when you run into them.
Bryant played at one of my many alma maters, University of Arkansas. Let's get the Razorbacks going, Trent. Second year, signed as a free agent, and he's getting a workout today. Third down. Sack for Kansas City. They're second of the ball game, and Kent Kramer has them both. That's only their 8th of the year. The Raiders, for example, have 21.
I just mentioned that Plunkett has a way of escaping the rush, but this time Kramer takes the outside away from him. Right there, he takes it away, and he knew that he was getting some heat up the middle from Dave Lindstrom, number 71, and he did the wise thing. He went down. He knew that he had lost the yardage.
Chandler to hold Chris Meyer with a field goal attempt of 44 yards. His longest this year is 43. It's blocked. Kansas City will come up with the football.
I think it was Stan Rome who jumped up and blocked it. Number 87. We'll have to take a look at it when we get an opportunity, but it was a low kick. Stan Rome timed it just right, jumped up in the air, and made the block. Here it is. There it is. Did you see it? There it is. 87, Stan Rome, an ex-basketball player that played at Clemson with Steve Fuller was his receiver. The Raiders are fortunate because if that ball would have taken the right bounce, Gary Green caught it on the run, he'd have been in the end zone.
At the Raiders' 38-yard line, Kansas City, first down. Raiders lead by 1, 7-6, just over 4 minutes left to go in the third. Fuller pump fake, and he will be sacked. Fourth sack for the Raiders. Reggie Kinlaw got him this time. At the 41, a loss of 3. It'll be second and 13.
How many sacks is that for
I had it as the 4th. Officially, it's the 3rd.
third sack?
I had counted the one where Fuller ran in and out of the end zone. I guess that was it. Changed into a running play, and it's what I'm called covering myself.
There you go.
There you go.
For Stan Rome, that was the second field goal attempt that he's blocked this year.
Second and 13. 34-yard line. Gain of 6.
Down by Jeff Barnes.
Bob Chandler, number 85, has had a lot of injury problems. Last year, you recall, got hit, had to remove his spleen.
That's right, in the game in Denver.
Yes, came back, and he's had some knee problems. He's had a lot of problems over his career. You know, he's up in Buffalo. It gets cold up there, and he caught a lot of passes. He's been in the league 12 years. I suppose he's had hurts all over his body in that 12-year period. But he's been a great receiver. Very underrated.
Third down and 6. 4 wide receivers for the Chiefs. Pressure from the Raiders. Alzado's there. That is the 4th sack now for the Raiders. And that takes Kansas City out of field goal range.
Number 89, Henry Marshall, the leading receiver on the team, was going in motion. It wasn't his intent to throw a block, but he had to throw a block because the The linebacker was coming through, 56, Jeff Barnes.
Third punt for Jeff Gossett upcoming. Line of scrimmage to 46. A loss of 8. Greg Pruitt fields it at the 14 as it goes out of bounds with a 5-yard return as he steps out at the 19. Stan Rome down very quickly for the Chiefs. That punt, 32 yards. We've got a timeout with 2:14 left to go in the third. The Raiders lead Kansas City 7-6. We'll be back in a moment. You heard him yesterday working with Dick Enberg in the usual outstanding job. But those two great talents in that San Diego-San Francisco game, and an extra congratulations to number 74, Merlin Olsen, whose jersey was retired at halftime today of the Ram game.
Yes, but he's implanted that number on a lot of quarterbacks. And speaking of quarterbacks, Bill Kenny is warming up along the sidelines. We may see him in the ball game when the Chiefs get the football back.
But right now it is Jim Plunkett completing 10 of 18 for 176 yards. Handing off Marcus Allen. The ball pops loose. Chiefs have the football. Number 24, is that Gary Green?
Yes, it is.
The defense and the special teams for Kansas City giving them the football. But they really haven't done much with it on offense.
Marcus Allen coughed that up, and he is getting up very, very slowly. As you mentioned, the defense and the special teams have given the ball to the Chiefs' offense in fine field position. So far, the offense of the Chiefs is going backwards. Here it is now, 32. Marcus Allen, 74 is Mangiero. He makes the hit. Gary Green makes the fumble recovery and almost gets into the end zone. Number 50 is Dave Dalby. The center comes along and makes the tackle. Otherwise, it's 6 points for the Chiefs. Now they're on what? The 2-yard line?
2-yard line. First down, goal to go. 2.5 yards away.
The defense, if they don't score this time, they'll say the next time we get the ball, we'll just stay in here and run it.
Steve Fuller stays in at quarterback. Over the top is Billy Jackson. Maybe a yard, that's about it. He's stopped by everybody. Joe Delaney hurt at the end of the first half. Still no report officially. We understand, though, unofficially, it is a knee injury, and he will not be back this afternoon, and it is doubtful. But we can't say. We'll just wait till we get the report on whether he can play the rest of the season or not.
Well, he's definitely out. We got the report he's out for this ball game. Mike Bell, defensive end for the Chiefs, he's out for the ball game.
The Chiefs this year only 2 rushing touchdowns, both by Billy Jackson, number 43.
Play back. Got him. He dropped it.
Dropped it. Incomplete. Billy Jackson couldn't hold on to it. It'll be third down, goal to go.
Charlie, that's a play on first down when you get 17. As a matter of fact, Marcus Allen himself has scored 7 touchdowns.
From 2 yards away. Play action. Looking back to left. He sacked, fumbles the ball. No, they're going to rule the ball dead when he hit the ground. 5 sacks for the Raiders. And again, the offense goes in reverse for Kansas City.
That's what they have done. That special teams, the defense have given the Chiefs offense the ball in excellent field position. They have yet to capitalize on it. Here it is, play pass, looking to go out. He had a back wide open in the flat, and he took his eyes going back the other way. Number 43, Billy Jackson, was open, and that's all you need. You only need to get into the end zone. He should have fired that ball to him.
An attempt at 29 yards for the lead for Nick Lowry. He is at 2 of 3. He's got this one. And the Chiefs have the lead 9-7 with 58 seconds left to go in the third. As we look again to the three-pointer, we'll be back with the kickoff. Lynn Dawson's famous number 16 has been retired here at Kansas City. Merlin 74 retired today with the Rams. I don't know if John Brody's been retired or not. I know he is, but I don't know if his jersey has been. All right, Nick Lowry kicking off with Pruitt and Montgomery, the 2 deep backs. This is Greg Pruitt, 12-yard line. 22, 25. To the 27-yard line. A return of 15 yards on the play.
Greg Pruitt on the return, tackled by Al Steinfeld.
49 seconds left to go in the third quarter. The Chiefs leading the Raiders now by 2. 3 field goals by Nick Lowry of 35, 27, and 29 yards. Missing from 48 yards, it was to the left. Chris Barr has missed twice. From 23 and 44. That one was blocked. We've got a timeout. It's a 9-7 ball game. We'll be back to Arrowhead, where it is still cold in just a moment. In there, other score. Atlanta now leading from Phillips and the Saints 28-0. Plunkett throws a deep sideline pattern to Barnwell. He steps out of bounds, stops the clock with 44 seconds to go in the third.
Run out of bounds by Thomas Howard.
A gain of right at 10 yards. Let's see if they mark it for a first down. It was right by the marker. It'll be second down in inches.
On Trent Bryant over on the left side of the Raiders.
And Branch is at the top of the screen. Over the middle, tight end, Todd Christensen, first down, 50-yard line. Gain of 12, Jerry Blanton makes the tackle.
Tackle by Jerry Blanton.
What is happening for the Chiefs out there right now defensively? They're getting into a zone defense. That means there's 3 deep, and there are areas out there in that zone that receivers can go find it, and that time Todd Christensen did. One of the reasons they're in a zone is because Bryant over there on the defensive right side of the Chiefs been burned about 4 times, and they're trying to give him help that way.
We're in a countdown to the end of the third quarter. That is it. Into the third quarter, Raiders 7, Chiefs 9. We'll be back after these messages from your local station.
With the final quarter of action, let's enjoy the defense.
Round of boos just greeting the announcement that the scoreboard is now inoperative. But we have it here. 9-7, Chiefs over the Raiders.
Marv Levy looking on, trying to find something that will work offensively. Lyle Alzado taking a little breather on the sidelines. He'll get back in the wars here shortly.
They spot the ball at the Kansas City 49. First down. Plunkett to throw. Deep right side. Barnwell, the intended receiver, and Lloyd Burroughs knocks it away.
Gary Green is there. I had mentioned before that the Chiefs defensively really hadn't played very well, but he has. He's been doing an outstanding job. He's an outstanding one-on-one cover man. That time it was 34, was Burroughs, the safety. Here they're double covering. Cliff Branch is coming up. Bryant is there, his chuck. It's supposed to be the other way, though, Bryant. You're supposed to knock him down. He is learning, isn't he?
The hard way. He's going to have a tough day tomorrow looking at the films, too, isn't he? Second down 10, 49-yard line of Kansas City. Quick screen, Marcus Allen. A yard to the 48. Third down and 9. Let's check the scoreboard. Lynn Dawson.
All right. Here's another surprise. New England defeating Miami 3-0. We'll come back with the rest of them in just a minute after this play.
Plunkett completing 13 of 23 for 199 yards to the air. Scrambling a bit. Then he throws. Barnwell sandwich. It's incomplete. It'll be fourth down and 9. Gary Barbaro really cut him down.
Well, I'm looking at him to see. He is getting up. He really got sandwiched in between 2 of the Kansas City Chiefs defenders. 26 Barbaro is known that if you come around there and he gets the shot at you, you'll know that he is in the territory, and you're going to see it right here. Gary Barbaro and Gary Green. 2 players that went to the Pro Bowl last year for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Ray Guy will be kicking to Anthony Hancock. Hancock with sprinter speed, 1388 in the 110-meter hurdle. Bounces it, catches it, and goes out of bounds. So Hancock adds a little excitement to the end of a Ray Guy kick of 30 yards. 13:55 left to go. 9-7 Chiefs. We'll be back.
All right.
Merlin Olsen today. Lynn Dawson's been retired, and we have been informed that John Brody's jersey has been retired. And I'm sure that Bob Greasy, also one of our analysts, his jersey will be retired in the near future. Fuller on the season has completed 10 of 21 for 136 yards. 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions, 59.2% completion average, and he gives to Billy Jackson. From the Kansas City 18 to the 19-yard line. He has 1. It'll be second down and 9. Today's game brought to you by Mazda Cars and Trucks. The more you look, the more you like their outstanding value. By Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Brewers of Michelob, some things speak for themselves. And by Atari, the leader in home video games for fun your whole family can share.
war paint hasn't gotten much work today. That was the horse that parades around here after a score.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me.
No.
Flags are down. They'll nullify the play. Had not on the receiving end of the Kenny pass. But it won't count. Been a lot of conversation between the Chiefs and the Raiders.
Isn't it amazing how the players know everything that should be called? Huh?
Yes.
Giving information to the officials on what to do out there. Generally, the officials are going to do what they feel is best, but they don't listen to you.
Here's the call.
Encroachment, defense, second down.
Encroachment is, of course, being in the neutral zone, which is the length of the football before the ball is snapped.
That's one of the bigger plays for the Chiefs in this half.
From the offensive standpoint, you're right.
The Chiefs got possession of the ball in the second half in that third quarter on the Los Angeles 47-yard line, Los Angeles 38-yard line, and Los Angeles 2-yard line. They came away with 3 points.
Second down and 4. Al Dixon in motion. Inside is Jackson. Archie Reese was there. We mentioned earlier the record crowd here is more than 82,000?
Over 82,000, yes.
And it has been a sparse afternoon, but a very vocal one. A lot of people disguised as empty seats.
They've been waiting to cheer for something because it's cold out there, and the more you cheer in that, the warmer you become. But they haven't had much to cheer about, particularly from the Chiefs so far. The offense I'm talking about.
Chiefs' first home game since September the 19th. That is 12 weeks ago. Third down 3. Gain of a yard of the last play. Pass over the middle is complete. James Hednah. Maybe the big gainer of the day, and flags are down. Fists are swinging. Howie Long and Tom Condon. Long of the Raiders, Condon of the Chiefs. 27 yards. The play move. Now, depending on whether it stands up or not. But this has been tempers waiting to flare since the opening kickoff.
I think there's been about 4 of these confrontations during the course of the ball game.
Illegal motion against the Chiefs. We're informed that Reese was hurt and not.
It looked like he was hurt when he was walking out of there. Yes, the trainers are attending to him now.
Kenny throws, and it is caught. James Hednah. First down. And he looked around just at the last moment.
I don't know how he got the ball in there, but he did because Jeff Barnes was all over him. Here we are, 99. Defensive end for the... That's Vaughn for the Raiders. Here you're seeing it now. Alzado putting some pressure too, but he gets rid of this football and it goes right over Jeff. Look at that. Jeff Barnes riding in to Hednah, makes a good catch. Fine throw.
Gain of 14 to the 34, first down.
It's about the first down, I believe, in the second half for the Chiefs.
Flags are down. Raiders in the neutral zone. It's the encroachment. It's a free play. Chiefs complete the pass. Carlos Carson. They'll refuse the flag. They'll take the long gainer. Ted Watts with the tackle.
And it looked like number 75, Howie Long, defensive left end of the Raiders, jumped off sides. Yes. And as you said, Charlie, it's a free play. Bill Kenny knew that. Get that ball downfield. Carlos
Number
Carson.
75, defense, offside, declined, first down.
Gain of 23 to the Raiders' 42-yard line.
Chiefs got to start throwing on first down. The Raiders have had problems defending against the pass so far this year, giving up a lot of yardage.
In the Raiders secondary, Monty Jackson has replaced Mike Davis. Davis is out with an injury. Billy Jackson.
That's why you pass on first down.
Billy Jackson on the carry.
The Raiders have only given up 82 yards per game to the opposition running the football, but throwing the ball, it's a different situation. 262 yards.
Gain of a yard, second down, 9. Kenny Hill made the tackle. He's now in the secondary. Passing down for the Chiefs. Tight end, Al Dixon. Near the 35-yard line.
Pass to Al Dixon.
He'll have 6 yards. It'll be third down and about 3. Burgess Owens with the tackle.
Look at 48, the bottom of your screen. That's defensive back Kenny Hill blitzing. Kenny gets rid of the ball in a hurry, gets it to Al Dixon out in the flat, picks up good yardage. Going to be about a 3rd and 3 situation right now.
Just outside the 35-yard line of the Raiders. 10 minutes, 53 seconds left to go in the ball game. And Bill Kenny looks at the defense, and he wants a timeout. He does not want to make a mistake here.
Well, he doesn't, but it's also very costly to take a timeout right now. It may hurt him later. We'll be back in just a moment. The teams provided them with good field possession. That's the reason that Bill Kenny is in the ball game right now, because they're hoping to generate some offense and get some points on the board. They're faced with a 3rd and 3 situation right now. 2 things you can look at. You remember in the first quarter, they went on 4th down for a first down and picked it up. They may decide right here that they've got 2 downs to pick up the first down. They may run it.
Kenny has completed 3 of 3 for 43 yards since coming into the ball game. Has pressure, and he is sacked. That is the 6th sack of the ball game for the Raiders, and Howie Long got it.
Sack. Boy, you talk about pressure. They were flying in there. They were playing pass all the way. 75, Howie Long. Taking on Charlie Getty. He just pushes him aside, gets in there. Number 55 is Matt Millen, the linebacker. He comes in also. Kenny didn't have a chance.
Chiefs sacked 8 times last week by Pittsburgh and 6 times today by the Raiders with still more than 10 minutes to go. Greg Pruitt set to return the kick of Jeff Gossett. Oh, it's a beauty. Goes for the corner, doesn't get it.
Mistake.
All right. That'll be a good one. We'll start it off on New Year's Day. And the Raiders start off from the 20. Marcus Allen, they may give him a yard. Spaney hit him at the 21. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
That defense of the Chiefs is playing very, very well. Here it is, number 59, Gary Spaney, who has led this team in tackles since he arrived out of Kansas State University. He's been the one strong point of that defensive linebacking core of the Chiefs. Matter of fact, Mark Levy said that he is the one guy that will be playing for sure this year. They're looking to help that linebacking department.
Luckett stands in, throws, and is tipped, and is incomplete.
He had all day to throw that ball.
Nick Sunday, another NFL double, has been contained. 15 carries, 37 yards. 3rd down and 9.
That's the reason the Chiefs are ahead. Oh, he threw it behind him. He had his man open. Calvin Muhammad was there. The ball was thrown behind him.
And the crowd noise in the background coming from a total attendance of 26,307.
40-yard average.
At the 44-yard line, Hancock. And he has 1 yard to the 45, and that is all. A 35-yard kick by Ray Guy. Otis McKinney down very quickly for the Raiders. Today's telecast presented by authority of the National Football League, intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or other use of this telecast without the express written consent of the Kansas City Chiefs and the National Football League is prohibited. Now let's check the scoreboard.
As the football is in the net, they kicked 21-0 one time. Fourth quarter, 14-7, Seattle, or 17-14, Seattle leading Chicago.
Did that say fourth half?
It's in fourth half, the fourth quarter. Oh, look at this.
Oh, that is Shaq number 7 for the Raiders. Ted Hendricks got this one.
What is this?
That's not Ted Hendricks.
No, Ted is a gentle soul. Boy, has he been a big playmaker. Turned around, and there he was. 6 feet 7 inches on.
Loss of 8 to the 37, 2nd and 18.
Got it.
This one's complete. Marshall. Now, as Henry goes to the turf, let us go to New York for an update. Denver just says this is an important game for Kansas City. They need the win to have any kind of a chance to make the playoffs, and Kansas City will be at Denver next weekend.
Yeah, correct.
They're down at 6 and whistle sound.
I'll tell you, this is not the type of day you like to be a quarterback. When all you're seeing is those big white jerseys with black numbers on them as soon as you get back there in the pocket to set up. How many sacks so far?
7. Getting completing 4 of 4 for 56 yards. 3rd and 1. First down, Kansas City. Still going, Billy Jackson. Continuing effort to the 38-yard line. Gain of 8. Millen and Watts make the tackle. First down.
That was a big play in this ball game, and you're going to see the second effort of 43. Brad Buddy getting a good block, standing Matt Millen up, getting him off the line of scrimmage, and I'm talking second effort. There it is. You got 7:40 in this ball game remaining. I said there was a very big play for both teams. For Kansas City, they still maintain the football and could run out some of that clock. For the Raiders, they've got to get it back. They're down by 2. Should have had the football. It was a low pass, but he should have come up with the ball first.
Kansas City with 3 field goals. Raiders with a Plunkett to Todd Christensen 4-yard pass. That's been the story. 5 on the pattern. Dropped by Henry Marshall. He made a nice move inside to shake the defenders, and then he couldn't pull it down. It'll be 3rd and 10 back of the 38.
Take a look at the pressure. Here's Howie Long coming up in the inside and just pushing Condon back into the lap of the quarterback. Look at, there's 4 players around that quarterback. Now, they didn't make the sack, but he can't see as well as he would like to. He can't step and throw the ball the way he wants to. It was a little high, started to take off on him. Marshall was unable to come up with a catch. But I'm sure Henry will tell you, I should have had it. That's not speaking from a quarterback's point of view, Charlie. That's a receiver.
Okay, I'll accept that. 3rd and 10. This one is caught, but way short of the yardage needed. James Davis was there for the defense. Marshall pulled this one in. Picked up about 5 on the play to the 33, so it'll be 4th down and 5.
Ground level, taking a look at the 6 minutes, 35 seconds to go. 4th and 5. Chiefs are going up to the line of scrimmage with their offensive unit.
Or does he call the snap, wanted to pull them off sides and pick it up on a penalty?
Well, he's got 2 seconds to go. He gets the ball off on the 30-second clock.
It's incomplete.
It hit him right in
Anthony Hancock.
It hit him right in the chest. I know there was tight coverage by Lester Hayes, but it looked like the ball hit him right in the chest, unless Lester got a hand on it.
We've got a timeout as the Raiders take over on their own 33-yard line. They trail by 2. 6:21 left. We'll be back. We have a report on Joe Delaney. He has a first-degree strain of the knee. That is the least of the strains. I guess they rate him 1 through 3.
Earl Leggett, defensive coach, talking to his defensive players. They're getting things straightened out. You're talking about making adjustments. That's what they're doing, making adjustments during the course of the game.
Dave Dalby, the center, over the ball. First down, 33-yard line. Plunkett goes deep to Branch. And it is incomplete, and a flag is down.
To say that the Raiders have been picking on this young man would be a gross understatement. Trent Bryant, number 45. You can see that Marv Levy does not agree with that call. They're calling pass interference.
I'm not sure I agree with it. I want to see the replay.
Well, let's take a look at it.
It's a 44-yard penalty. And a big break for the Raiders.
which makes you wonder about that 4th down call. Here it is. Number 45, he's giving him plenty of room. Branch is just flying straight down the field. A little head move to the inside. Now it's a foot race.
And that's from that angle, I don't see. Maybe the official saw an elbow or pushing in there that was there. But I do not see it from that angle.
Neither does Marv Levy see it. He was standing along the sidelines where the ball was thrown.
The line of scrimmage will be the Kansas City 23, and that could be the biggest play of the game.
Let's take a look at it again. Number 45.
If there was bumping by Bryant into the route he was running, then it's a good call. Here's Marcus Allen.
There goes another flag.
And flags will go down on that. Now, there's been a considerable tightening of this type of call in the last 2 weeks since the incident in the Jet Green Bay game and the Thanksgiving Day game, the Giants and the Detroit Lions.
Yes, Leon Bright got hit.
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you.
And 2 penalties of 58 yards. Now let's see if the Raiders can capitalize. They trail by 2. Marcus Allen is thrown down. There is no flag this time. Gary Spiney was among those to greet him, along with Lloyd Burris.
I think the Chiefs are showing the intensity defensively anyway that they lacked ever since coming back for the strike. Now defensively out there, those people are popping. They're hitting.
His forward progress to him to the 8-yard line.
He didn't get treated that way at USC. Tom Flores, he knows both sides of this field. He played with the Chiefs in '69. Of course, they've been with the Raiders many, many years.
All right, while we've got him, you're certainly welcome. 2nd down goal to go, 8-yard line. Marcus Allen in motion. Looping pass to Christensen, and he has it for the touchdown. 2nd touchdown of the ball game for Christensen, his 4th of the year. In a drive that was helped considerably by 2 long penalties, but the Raiders did capitalize, and they take the lead.
It looked so easy. They had man-to-man coverage. The linebackers trying to guard Christensen. There you see right now. He pushes off, goes to the corner. Nobody is out there. The ball is perfectly thrown. You see number 32, Marcus Allen, down there. He went in motion, and his job was to occupy the cornerback, to keep him up close to the line of scrimmage, letting Christensen get to the corner of the end zone. That's exactly what happened, and when you try to match a linebacker, and that time was Charles Jackson against the tight end, it's not a good match for the defense.
The extra point is up, and it is good. So now the Los Angeles Raiders out in front of the Kansas City Chiefs by a score of 14-9 with 5 minutes and 21. Durwood Rockmore off on the wing. So the Chiefs now still have plenty of time, 5:21 left. They haven't been able to generate much of an offense. Hancock on the return. And as he starts to make a reverse, he slips, he goes down to one knee, and Kenny Hill is there very quickly for the Raiders. Now let's run through Kansas City from their own 15-yard line, 1st down. Bill Kenny completing 5 of 8 for 61 yards since coming in the ballgame in the 2nd half. Tight end Al Dixon across the 30 to the 31. He has 16 yards in the 1st down. Mike Davis, the strong safety, makes the tackle. We have some other.
Yes, they are a big play team, much like the Raiders, a big play team.
Al Dixon for the Chiefs, 5 receptions, 80 yards. 1st down, 31 for Kansas City. Deep over the middle is Dixon again. To the 45-yard line of the Raiders. A gain of 24 yards. For an update, let's go to New York. Kansas City will be at Denver. On Saturday, the Raiders home to host the Rams. Dixon now with 6 receptions, 102 yards receiving. The Chiefs on the move. 45-yard line of the Los Angeles Raiders. And he is sacked. That is number 8. Howie Long got it. Unofficially, we have Long with 3 of the 8 sacks.
Pocket.
2nd and 17. Pass complete. Henry Marshall, 35-yard line. Near the first down marker. Raider territory, 17 yards.
All right, he had time to throw the football, and he got it to this man, number 89. You'll see him at the bottom of your screen making a move on Lester Hayes. Coming back, the ball is there, right on the numbers. Catches it, gets out of bounds. There's no
Jim Ward replaces him. Bill Kenny, the quarterback, has now completed 8 of 11 for 118 yards. It is a first down. Jackson gets the call. And Billy goes off the left side to the 29-yard line. He has 6 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 4. Matt Miller and Bob Nelson in the backfield to pick up linebackers until a linebacker was not coming.
Well, sure. Yeah, I mean, you at least want to get back there and get set up to look around before somebody puts you on your back. Blitz is coming. Got time. He throws it. Good shot.
He came down with the football. They will rule it complete. It was jarred loose when he hit the ground. If that happens, if it is the ground that jars the ball loose, the play is complete. It is a gain of 14. It's a first down.
Well, I'm looking to see if he gets up. Here it is. Back in the pocket, has time, good blocking, and a fine pass. Hits him right in the stomach. And
yes.
Does he ever get leveled?
Henry Marshall. But if you notice, he had possession when he hit the ground. And the play is dead. And Lester Hayes was a man who decked him.
Ever hit the ground. There's 2:10, and I'm sure that they're going to let the clock run down to a 2-minute warning before going up to the line of scrimmage.
Quick chance to thank our spotters. Dave Smith, Don Wilsley, helping in the booth. Bill Wood.
Either that or whatever they got set up for the thing, but I would go on a long count so I could check off.
He sets it very quickly, loops it. It is incomplete. Lester Hayes with the coverage, and a flag is dropped at the 2-yard line. Henry Marshall, the intended receiver, and Lester is going to argue the call. Lester, you will lose that argument just as the Chiefs lost theirs.
Yeah, that's another very questionable one.
Pass interference, number 37. First down.
Now, they're going to drop an unsportsmanlike on Lester.
Let's have a look. Can we see it?
Not in there.
Unsportsmanlike, number 37. Half the distance.
Unsportsmanlike would cost about a yard.
But it gives them 4 shots. They can run it 4 times, Charlie. With 1:56 remaining.
Unsportsmanlike, number 37. First down.
Well, if it happened before there because I didn't see any interference there. But Henry Marshall claims that there was. But you always do that if you're a receiver. Turn around, point the finger at the defensive back if it's close.
1-yard line. First down goal to go. 1:56 left. Touchdown, Kansas City. Billy Jackson. Jackson has scored all 3 of the Kansas City Chiefs rushing touchdowns the entire season of 1982.
Well, that was close. They had the tight end, Ed Beckman, in motion. And I didn't know who he was handing off to Jackson or Ed Beckman. Fortunately, you see Beckman coming in motion. Here he is. He's coming up to block. Tight end moving in to block on the defensive line. Lester Hayes is leaving the field. And a good possibility that Lester is not willingly leaving the field.
Extra point is good. Chiefs lead by 2. 16-14, 1:55 left here at Arrowhead. Let's go to 4 of 4 for 71 yards.
Oh, he got his foot into that. Oh.
Almost through the upright. It is official that Lester Hayes has been ejected from the ball game. So now the Raiders go to work.
And remember,
on their own 20-yard line, first down.
The Raiders are a big play team. They've been doing it all day today. With some of the help the last drive, help of with penalties. 53 yards of penalties in that last touchdown drive. They still have Mr. Cliff Branch, who always seems to be able to get deep against teams.
Jim Plunkett has completed 14 of 26 for 207 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Swearing at the official is the report that we have, and so Lester Hayes is out of the ball game. But right now, it is the offense of the Raiders. It's complete, out of bounds. Calvin Muhammad with the reception and the first down, a gain of 14, stopping the clock with 1:49.
And I guess it really shouldn't surprise a lot of people where they went. They went to the Chiefs' right side to complete that pass.
The Raiders and the Chiefs each with a pair of timeouts remaining. It's Kansas City 16 and the Raiders 14.
All they need a field goal will win it.
Will they play the short field?
Look who's
It's
there.
complete. Cliff Branch
Look out.
to the 40, to the 37-yard line of Kansas City.
What did I say? They're a big play team, 2 in a row.
29 yards on the pass play to Cliff Branch.
Here it is. Plunkett stepping up in the pocket. Plenty of time to throw. He had 2 men there. Christensen was also in the area.
And now the Raiders will stop the clock with a timeout. They'll have 1 timeout remaining. Game 23 and 44. Missing to the left and having 1 block. The Raiders would like to pick up about 10 to 15 more on the draw. Marcus Allen. Allen to the 30. A flag is down. Out of bounds. May have been a face mask as Marcus went by.
Well, I'll tell you, and I said earlier that he has moves. He just makes the right moves at the right time. He did that time.
We have a correction. Lester Hayes was not, in OT, was not ejected from the ballgame.
I wonder why he left there. And he left angrily.
It was not a face mask, as you obviously know.
Illegal block in the
Illegal
back.
block.
Number 21, first down.
On Cliff Branch. Boy, that hurts.
Yeah, does it ever hurt?
They were tossing, they were floating around good field goal range. Now at the 43.
All right, to the right of the screen. There it is, yes. On Gary Green. Cliff Branch pushing him in the back.
At the 43-yard line now, 1st and 15, 1:17 left. Raiders trailing by 2. Over the head of Todd Christensen, and he was open.
Yes, he was, and they're fortunate. The Raiders are fortunate it wasn't intercepted because it was thrown so high.
We pause briefly for
Important time. They've got to get in field goal range.
They need about 15 yards.
There it is.
Christensen, he's got it. He's to the 26-yard line, maybe the 25. It'll be a first down. Thomas Howard with the tackle. They are now within field goal range, a gain of 17 on the play.
Threw it away. Stop the clock. 44 seconds remaining in the game.
2nd and 10. 25-yard line of Kansas City.
There you go. There you go. Here's a blitz.
2nd and 10. He's throwing it away. Flag dropped to the 23-yard line. Holding against the Raiders.
Strange call.
2nd and 20. 39 seconds left.
Intercepted.
Intercepted.
No.
And then stripped. Is that right?
Yes.
Barbaro had it for a moment. Christensen was there for the Raiders, and he saves any kind of an opportunity that Los Angeles might have.
Somebody for the Raiders did a great job. Pressure was on Plunkett that time, and he was kind of throwing it half off balance. 46, Todd Christensen making a move on the linebacker coming across the field. The pass is thrown high, and you're going to see right here, 26 Barbaro comes in, and Christensen does a great job of stripping him of the ball. If he didn't do that, the game was over. All right.
3rd down and 20.
Good score. They got to get closer. 32 seconds remaining. They still have two downs to get it in his range.
Only 1. Deep in the corner. Come back. It is caught. Calvin Muhammad, his first NFL touchdown of 35 yards.
Remember when Cliff Branch caught a pass in the first half and it was underthrown, came back and made the reception? The same thing happened that time. Lloyd Burris had him well covered, but here it is, Plunkett throwing the ball, and it is really underthrown. Look, take a look at this ball. It's underthrown. He has to come back. You see 34's Burris in the end zone. He has no idea where the football is. That's why the offensive receiver has an advantage over that defensive man, because he can follow that ball all the way from the...
Lead of 33, 303 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Here's the extra point, and it is good. So we have the Los Angeles Raiders 21, the Kansas City Chiefs 16, with 25 seconds.
The change is in 2 minutes. Here it is, line drive kick.
Clock now starts. Soon as it's touched to the field of play.
No, I don't believe this.
Hancock comes up with it, and see where the officials will mark it, because they ended up losing about 8 yards. May not cost them all of that. Derek Jensen down.
They're back there 10, 20, 30 yards.
Kenny's pass is incomplete. 9 of 13 for 134 yards to this point. 2nd and 10.
This is a hope shot.
Lester Hayes had it for a moment, and then he's knocked down, loses the football. Bring it back to the 20. It'll be 3rd down and 10 with 5 seconds left on the 9-7 after 3.
We've got 3 receivers on the right side. I'm sure that's what they're going to do. Bill Kenny's going to throw that ball in there. Lester Hayes is back there. He looks like he's expecting a punt. It's 50 yards downfield.
And it is incomplete as time runs out in the ball game. The final score at Arrowhead Stadium, a come-from-behind win for the Los Angeles Raiders. So the Raiders still in the heat of the battle with a 5-1 record. They're tied for first in the AFC. The final 21-16. We'll be back after this.
Renewable